Hey guys, how you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to start or to watch this video that I've made for you guys. Before we start today's video, please take a moment, hit that thumbs up button, that notification button, and even that freaking subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. What are you waiting for? Well, since the housekeeping's out of the way, today we're going to talk about some Linux command line prompts that you could use to figure out what some of your disk usage is. Some people just only know of LSBLK to figure out how much space do I have left on my hard drive. Well, we're going to help you figure that out in a couple of different ways. Some give more information than others. So let's go ahead and dive into our desktop real quick and see what we got so we can show you. As you can see, I have gotten into my terminal here, and I'm in my, as you can see, directory of pictures, simply because, you know, when you open up your terminal, you open up into your root folder usually, and there's lots of files and folders and directories in there. And so I didn't want to exactly be, listing those or showing, all this information that gets output onto your screen and confusing people more. So I chose this folder that seems to have a few smaller things in it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first one. So today's first one that we're going to look at is going to be the actual DF command, which stands for the disk free command. So what we're going to do, as you should always, if you're trying to use a new command in terminal, is always take a look at the man page so you could understand it a little bit more. So we're going to type in dash help. And this is the actual man page of what you can use. And as you can see, the usage examples given right here. What you could look at is basically right here's all the different things that you could pass as far as arguments for it, with the exception of, specifying file or just leaving it blank, and it usually does the entire directory. So what we're going to do is going to do the DUA, and we're going to see what all of it is. DFA, and then this is going to break it down for you. It gives you everything in here. So you can see everything that's in here. We even processes that are mounted somewhere on your hard drive, and this will tell you where it's mounted at right here on this last line. So like your processor mounted here on your process folder on your hard drive. So let's say you want to clean it up, right? You can actually specify the type of what you want to look at. So in the instance of you want to see what your actual usage is on any hard drives that you may have, if you have more than one mounted in there, then you would want to type in df dash t, and then give it the extension of whatever that partition is, whether it's like ext4, btrfs, whatever, and then it's going to give you those. And as you can see right here, I've got an NVMe and SDA right here that have about 20% used, and it tells me what it's mounted on, and also what the block size is. Now, say you want to see it in a way that make these block sizes make sense, well, then you could use what's known as the H flag, or the human reader, and that flag is something to be known that is available in all of the ones that we're going to use today. So what I would do is I would do this, and then what I would do is I would add -H space, and then here you go. So now you have it in human readable form. If you notice these block sizes right here, it was given in 1K blocks, right? Well, now it's given in actual gigabytes that you could actually understand. So that is how you could use the DF command. So the next one we're going to look at is the DU command. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to clear this, and we're going to type in DU and then help, of course, so we can see. As you can see, here are the usages of it right here. And these are the different arguments that you could pass it to do. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the DU command, and then we're going to do the -A command, and then we're going to hit enter. And as you can see, it is printing a wall of text, because I am in my, as I showed you, as I was trying to say earlier, I am in my root folder. So what we're going to do to simplify this and make this better is I'm going to simply change directory back into pictures. We're going to change back into pictures, and then we're going to run that command again. and now it's much smaller, as you can see. Now what this does is this going to read every file that's in there because I list all of it. So that is the thing about DU is you have to be very specific as to the commands that you want to pass it. So once again, we'll take a look at them and we'll see what we can do. So to make it human readable, we're going to type in the DU-H- A, and then we're going to hit enter. And now we have changed from the blocks on the left-hand side to actually what's human readable for each file. Actually, I almost forgot. There was one command that I wanted to show you, and this will tell you specific for this file or directory that we're looking at. It will tell you the actual amount of space that is used by that specific file or directory. So if I just type in du-s, it's going to show me how many gigs. I should do it in human readable. How many gigs this folder is actually taking up on my hard drive. And as you can see, it tells me 2.3 gigabytes. So that is a look at the du command. So the next one we're going to look at is actually quite colorful and very informative, and that is the ls command. And yes, you can get ls command to tell you more than just what you're looking at or the contents of this folder. So if I type in ls right now, it's just going to give me the contents of the folder. But if you pass it a certain flag, it's going to actually tell you the permissions as well as the owners and all the metadata that's associated with it, along with how much space it takes on the folder or on your hard drive. So that command is the ls-al, and this one actually displays all the information, detailed information, all the files and directories that are in this folder. So I'm going to hit enter now, and you're going to see it come out colored just like this. It's got your ownership permissions, and it's got your owner, and then it's got the date and time that it was created and in human readable form. And also, thing to note about it is that it is set by default already to be human readable, so that's why you get it in the kilobytes or gigabytes if there were things in gigabytes or what have you, because this is each of the different folders that are in there. So there you go. The next one that we're going to look at is going to be the stat command. So to use the stat command, it's basically going to give you all the information about a file in a directory or that you're actually trying to look at. So for example, we're going to go ahead and pick like this PackUI PNG that's in here. So all we're going to do is type in stat and then the actual name of the file. And then it's going to give you all the information of it. It's got the permissions of it. It's going to give you the access of when it was last accessed and used. It's also going to give you the inodes and all the information, who the owner of it is, and all the user ID on it as well. So that is a stat command. I've never really used that command before. I've heard of it before, but kind of sort of forgot about it until I was sitting down to write this tutorial. But I don't know the reason that you would really use it for, but it's there and it's available, and I just want to bring it to your attention. Now the next one that we're going to talk about is the fdisk command. Now fdisk is a tool that you can use to partition a brand new hard drive. You could set up partitions manually in it, kind of like GNOME disks, only it's for the command line terminal. You could set up the partition types, the file system type, everything. In fact, it's one of the things that is used in setting up like Gen 2 and those kind of things when you're doing manual partitioning. fdisk is a very powerful tool, and I really like it. And it is one that you can use just to list your hard drive and find out exactly all the information you need. And it's very simple to use. All you do is you type in sudo fdisk, because you're using it, the application requires root access to access your hard drives to get the information, and then -L. And so when you type that, it's going to gives you all the information on your hard drives that you have here available. Starting right here, fdisk-L. First one is the NVMe. It tells you the file size. It also gives you the disk model. Okay, it gives you everything you need, including the disk UUID right here. So this is like I said, a very powerful tool. You could use it to partition stuff. It also tells you the blocks where it starts and where it ends. It also gives you the file systems that are on there. It gives you every piece of information on all the different hard drives you have. And yes, I have quite a few hard drives in here on this machine. As you can see, I'm listing here all of them. The other ones didn't do that, but this is actually giving you the complete one. If you're going to want to find out exactly how much you have left on your hard drive and all the stuff that you need to know what's on that hard drive, then this is the tool for you. And then, of course, I'm going to give you another added bonus. We're going to type in clear on this one. And and the added bonus is going to be a simple one that most people use all the time, which we started off with, which is LS and then BLK. And what this is going to do is it's going to give you a clean, concise picture of what you're looking at. And it does it in human readable form. Right here in the center column right here, you can see what your size is and where you're at. It doesn't tell you how much you've actually used, but if you want to know the different information on your hard drives and where they're actually located at, then this can tell you right here. So that is one of the tools, of the many tools that you could use to find out what your hard drive space looks like on your computer. If you're new to Linux and you've never played with these, certainly do. If you guys use these command lines, tell me how you guys use them, what the purposes are that you use them for, and also any outcomes that you've had on them that kind of surprised you. If there's one in here that you never heard of before, hey, let me know, man. It's cool. That's what I want to know. Other than that, you guys keep doing what you do. Keep on Linuxing. Stay safe, stay blessed, and above all, I will see you in the very next one.